Hey guys, it's me, your girl Chris. Welcome to episode 105 of Shenanigans with Friends. Let's get into it. Like, I could tell y'all what's been happening, but nobody really cares. So, no. Honestly, it's just like 2021 is definitely like a continuation of 2020. Like, this is not a joke. Like, it did not like restart on December 31st. So, just trying to get back into it. So, I'm giving y'all two episodes. I If I can record them tonight, I'm gonna record them tonight. So y'all might see the same shirt again. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how much alcohol affects me. Anyway, episode 105. I'm so glad to be here, and I have some news for you. I'm mad. I just like sing songs that because like the first news is like about how somebody's dead. All right, so you guys have heard, I think he died on the 1st of February, but Dustin Diamond, aka Screech, he is RIP'd. He died from cancer, and I think we just heard that he was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer like 3 or 4 weeks ago. So, like, it's pretty crazy. Fuck cancer, man. Like, cancer really just ravages your body, and that shit is trash. I cannot. Yeah, man. So, what's so weird though is like, we're at that age where like we're kind of in the middle, right? So like we're familiar with him, like of the things that he used to do. Even like the prequel to Saved by the Bell, it was something. It was on Disney Channel. It was like in the 80s. Um, I'm not even gonna lie and sit here and be like, oh, I love Saved by the Bell. Wasn't really my thing. Like I was like, I mean, I like white people shit, but like, I don't know. Like it wasn't like a I can't miss an episode kind of thing, right? So but regardless, like, so I know of the older stuff that he's done. Then I also know all the weird, most recent stuff he's done. Like, didn't he like fought somebody from like Welcome Back Kotter? Like he fucking was on like a wrestling show with like fucking Hulk Hogan. I don't know. He's done so much shit. He's also been on a whole bunch of like celebrity shit on VH1. And so that's the kind of stuff I feel like more like people are remembering him from. Like of course you guys know he's from Saved by the Bell because they always remind you on these other new things that he's doing. But it's like what a way to tarnish your fucking reputation. Like, and we're talking about like since maybe 2000, because the Saved by the Bell, the new class ended in 2000. So he was only 23 then. Can y'all even fucking wrap y'all heads around that? Like, these kids were so young back then. But anyway, so he's 23 years old. That ends in 2000. And then, like, I want to say like 2006, he did the sex tape. It was called Screeched, Saved by the Smell. And I have so many questions about that. Saved by what smell? And usually if it's a smell and it's like dominant enough for you to put in the title, I feel like it's not a good smell. Like, I don't know, but like I don't know what screeched means. Maybe that's like, I don't know. Has anybody, I don't know. I was gonna say, has anybody been screeched before? I don't even know what that is. So maybe not. I'm not sure. But like anyway, so I remember when he was promoting that or whatever, and he was basically like, oh, like I got a big dick, blah 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 blah, whatever. Then you find out later in his like memoir or whatever that he used a stunt person that wasn't even him, and they basically like added his face during editing. So like he was very like into the fact that Paris Hilton had made so much money from it that I guess he felt like he could jump on the bandwagon, except he wasn't really fucking nobody. Like, and it was all fake, and they just fucking 2006 photoshopped his face on the body. So like if we could like go back and like see the technological mishaps, I'm pretty sure we could see it. I didn't watch it the first time, and the way that I just said that makes me feel like y'all think I'm super eager to listen to watch it this time, and I'm not. I'm just trying to, anyway, so I mean, he's got the sex tape. He went to jail for like stabbing a dude in the fucking armpit at a bar. Like, he's just like, basically, he'd be doing the most. And can y'all hear that? Okay, so hold on, pause. I have to pause real fast. So, if you guys don't know, I've recently moved, and I moved back in the end of October. I want to say in October, beginning of November. And this is the first time ever that I've lived in a condo downstairs. Like I'm always like upstairs. So like the family upstairs has literally 36 kids. You know how like remember Snow White when like the dwarves be like walking like to work and shit and working and walking back and shit. Like literally when their dad goes to the grocery store, that's literally how they come down the stairs. Like hi ho, hi ho. And there's like so many of them and it never stops. And I don't know how many people could live above me, but a lot. But anyway, just right now, it literally sounds like somebody was river dancing right above my head. So I hope that y'all didn't hear that. But if y'all did, either way, I got a good story. So anyway, so I mean, I know being a child actor comes with its own like things, and that probably has a lot to do with the way that his like adult life ended up being. But wow, like I really hate when like people just like really tarnish their shit, and it's just like that's all people remember you for, unless you go back on Peacock and watch all the fucking new episodes of Saved by the Bell. And Peacock did a reboot of, or is doing a reboot of that. And he could have been on it, and they had to fucking write him out of it because he, like, his fucking, like, he's all over the place right now. So, like, I don't know. But anyway, let's move on. RIP to the nerd homie, I guess. I don't know. Okay, but before I like move on, like, at what point are we gonna have a conversation about how trash Zach Morris is? Just in general, just throwing out some fucking Saved by the Bell things for you. He is so garbage. Like, I've watched a couple episodes, watched a couple clips, and he's like the worst friend, the worst boyfriend, the worst student. He's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking crazy. I cannot. Anyway, so moving on. Speaking of things I cannot believe, well, I kind of can. So Subway is accused of basically saying that they have tuna sandwiches, but it's not really tuna. And then you're like, oh, is it like tilapia? Because everybody uses tilapia for everything, like saying tilapia is catfish. I don't understand what that is. And is that a West Coast thing? Like, please, somebody please tell me, like, is like saying that tilapia is catfish, is that like a Vegas, like, West Coast thing? Like, I literally don't understand. Like, I get, okay, you guys like fresh water fish, and that's cool, but like, I'm from the Midwest, and I love some fucking catfish, and like, you can't fry tilapia and make me try to tell me it's catfish, because I know it's not catfish. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm digressing. The point is, guys, is that tuna at Subway may not, in fact, be tuna. I have in it. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But it's got the words are, it is a mixture of various concoctions. So whatever that means to you. But basically there's like a lawsuit right now, and it's like got two people in it, and they're trying to work on getting it to be like a class fucking action lawsuit or whatever, where you get like thousands of people to be like, oh, I had a fucking tuna sandwich between 2017 and 2019 in the Bay Area. Like, so if you can remember that, like, you would be maybe entitled to something. And then after, like, it's divided amongst people, like, maybe you'll get $100, maybe you'll get $5, maybe you'll never hear from them again. I don't know. Different. My mother, like, I was born in 86. I don't know when it was. I have to ask my mom. Because I get to talking to you guys, and I, like, remember things, and I didn't think to, like, ask her about this. But we were in a fucking class action lawsuit from, like this Denny's and like this specific place. I want to say it was in Minnesota. Oh yeah, I want to say it was in Minnesota, but like this Denny's that was like so racist, and like black people would literally go in and say, yes, table for 3. And then 15 white people, like groups of white people could come in, and they would sit all of those people down before like us. Like, I'll have my mom come on and tell y'all the story one time, because I don't want to tell y'all. I don't want to like tell y'all what she told me I said, and y'all be like, you lying. But I apparently I said it, because I be saying a lot of stuff. Look at me now. Anyway, but anyway, that's essentially what happens. Like, a whole bunch of people who have been affected during that specific time fucking go through the suit, and then if it's $5 million, they split $5 million amongst 100,000 people, or whatever the case may be. So Anyway, so that's what they're trying to build this up for as of right now. It's just two people in it, in the Bay Area, basically saying that Subway don't be using tuna. Now, Subway, of course, is telling you on their website and everywhere else that it is layered, that their freshly baked bread is layered with flaked tuna blended with creamy mayo and topped with your choice of crisp, fresh vegetables. The article that I was reading said that that description was designed to activate your saliva glands, but not really. Like, that's all you put in the tuna was mayo. I mean, I know it's not like house tuna and like you do what you want at your house, but like that seems kind of gross. I ain't hear no salt or pepper or any of that. But anyway, so so Subway is obviously sticking to our shit is obviously real. And so basically the lawsuit is like basically saying how companies and corporations and food fucking chains and shit are always tricking people into buying foods that wholly lack the ingredients that they reasonably thought that they were. And that's like the sole basis of this. So they're basically suing them for fraud, intentional misrepresentation, and unjust enrichment and other claims under federal and state laws. So I don't know how far they're going to get. I mean, here's my thing is like, how many of you motherfuckers are really eating tuna sandwiches from sandwich shops? Like, just go make your own, I think. I mean, just go make your own. And like, so I don't know where you guys are listening from, but like there's this place called Capriati's out here. And for some reason, it was I think maybe I was pregnant. I feel like that's like the only reason I would have done this. So I think, yeah, I was pregnant. So I was pregnant with my second kid and I wanted fucking tuna. And I don't know why. And nobody wanted to make it. So I ordered Capriati's and I ordered a fucking tuna sandwich. And it was so good. But then like an hour later, I felt like I was going to die. So since then, I don't even like look to like see how your tuna is made to decide if I want that or not. I'm just not doing that. So I don't know why people are doing this. And tuna sandwiches at Subway are significantly higher priced apparently than like your like normal like sandwiches. Like, and I don't understand that, at least in some areas. So basically they're saying that consumers are consistently misled into purchasing products. Basically, that's not what they're claiming to be. And in this case, they're saying that it's the tuna. Now, when asked what they think that it is instead of tuna, they don't really have an answer yet. This is a claim that's been made after a couple independent research studies by grabbing sandwiches at different Subway locations in a specific concentrated area. So maybe your Subway got real tuna. Probably not though. So I'm just gonna suggest y'all find better sandwich shops than Subway, and let's move on. All right, let's see here. So, guys, don't get tired of me. Please don't get sick of me. And I feel like at this point, it's like literally my duty. And I feel like, did this shit start with fucking Baylor? I know me and Baylor definitely had an episode where we had to bring this. We had to have this conversation, and I feel like maybe I brought it up individually on my like prior to that, but I don't know what Kraft is trying to do. I don't know who they're trying to poison. I don't know what demographic they are going for at this point. I know nothing. In the last like 12 months, they have really come out of the woodworks with things that are A, unnecessary, B, disgusting, and 3, like, why? I don't know if the third one counts, but okay. So Halloween, or October, November, they had pumpkin spice macaroni and cheese. That's the most recent accosting that they've done to my eyes and shit, and I just can't. But sorry, because this is so fucking nasty. Like, I'm looking at it and like I can't even, like, I can't, like. Okay, so Kraft. guys, I don't know what y'all doing. I don't know who you're trying to kill. I don't know who you're trying to poison. No one needs candy flavor macaroni and cheese for Valentine's Day. Just like before, they're obviously not dumb enough to sell this out to the masses. But you had an opportunity to win a box of this. It should have, I think it ended today at noon Central Standard Time. So sorry I didn't record this sooner. But basically, 1,000 people are going to be selected to receive this pink ass mac and cheese just in time for Valentine's Day. Here's the thing. Are you going to eat that on Valentine's Day? Like, is that have you discussed this with your significant other? Like, is that dinner? Are you making filet mignons and then we're having candy Kraft mac and cheese? And here's the thing, guys. Don't they have an opportunity? I was gonna say, don't they have an opportunity to make this like a dessert? But do they? Because it's fucking macaroni. Like, I've never had macaroni for breakfast for fucking dessert. If you've had macaroni for dessert, please tell me how and why, and are you okay? Basically, it's your regular standard macaroni noodles. Well, the Kraft macaroni noodles. Why the Kraft macaroni and noodles don't like bend like? Oh, because it's not elbow. That's like specifically elbow. So if you go, never mind. I'll ask you later. AKA, I'll just ask myself like. Because I'm thinking like, okay, so elbow macaroni is like, okay, I get that now because I just said it out loud and it fucking makes sense. But then like, have you ever seen just regular macaroni? And is it straight? I'm high. But anyway, these are valid questions I'm pulling up. Questions that need answers. Anyway, so it's the regular noodles. And then you have the pink, the packet, and it's pink candy flavored powder. Why? Like, it's one thing if you're gonna color it, but probably still make it cheesy. But then I guess the pumpkin spice one probably tastes really sweet too. Anyway, so basically, they're saying that don't worry, the pink is not like crushed up candy, but it's like it's just got, I don't know, natural flavors, vanilla extract, fructose, beetroot and carrot concentrates, and somehow it's dessert. And I just don't know. At this point, I'm starting to feel like I'm about to start a petition to like tell Crafts to knock it off, and that's literally what the petition is going to be called. Like, I cannot. Change.org, here I come. I can't. I just like, I don't understand why they do these things. All right, this is the last like weird food thing I have for y'all this week. Every time I have some weird craft food things to talk about, like it never fucking fails. But there's always more fucking weird food shit happening. So anyway, this is it. This is the last thing, and we're getting back to the fucking real shit. Have you ever thought about that's like inconvenient about ketchup or sriracha or habanero sauce, whatever, I guess. Like, what part is inconvenient about that? Is it the fact that you have to like shake it up or whatever? Like, it's the fact that like you could squeeze it and it might get on your white shirt. Like, what is the inconvenience about sauces in general? Well, some people decided that it was mad inconvenient to have to like I'm trying to figure out how to say this. They felt like it was inconvenient to have to squeeze a bottle, shake a bottle, pour sauce, spread sauce. So they thought, why not make slices? And I know you're like, girl, what the fuck does that mean? And honestly, I don't even know, y'all. Like, I wish I could tell you. I don't know that I want to order any to find out. But you can get slices, basically. It's, if you guys don't believe me, it's fucking sliceofsauce.com. Right now, I think they're out of the Frank's Red Hot, or they haven't started selling it yet. But that's really why I came here, to tell you guys that there are slices of Frank's Red Hot that is coming to your fucking life soon. And I don't know how you feel about it. For me, I see the potential. It seems cool. But also like, and I guess because it's like you're getting a bite of sauce in every fucking bite, right? But how is it staying into slice form? How does it not like if it gets hot, like if you order this and like the transit temperature is like hot, does it like melt into just regular like sauce? Like is it just like do you just open it up and now it's just like a Frank packet, like or a ketchup packet? That's where this started. So in 2008, they had a Kickstarter. And again, the shit is called Slice of Sauce. That they ended up getting on like what's that fucking Shark Tank. They ended up getting on Shark Tank. And yeah, so they made a fucking thing here. So basically, when you go on their website right now, again, sliceofsauce.com, you can get classic ketchup slices, spicy sriracha slices, secret aardvark habanero hot sauce slices. And that's all I have right now. Like I said, Frank's is coming soon, so like please be on the lookout for that. But it comes in 8 slices. And I mean, is $5.99 expensive? I don't think that that's expensive when somebody puts your sauce in a slice. Like I don't know, but like, this just seems very weird. Like I would like to know how it stays in a slice, and you just like put it on your like sandwich, and it just looks very gross. They say there's no preservatives, just natural stuff, non-GMO. They, you know, they're one of their bigger claims is that it's mess free. So I mean that's cool, like, but like how is it a slice? That's the part I need to know. Like you have to make me understand like how it's a slice. Like not even why it's a slice. I'll get with like why it's a slice because I guess white people are weird and they just like I don't know, they like to compartmentalize things. I think is that what it is, and so it's like bread, slice of sauce, slice of cheese. I don't know, but I don't understand. Maybe if they have it in the store, maybe I'll just grab it. I'm not about to like order this. Like maybe I'll just grab it and see. But really it's just because I'm just gonna like open it and like play with it and like see or like put it on my car seat and have my car warmer, like my fucking seat warmer, and then see if it just turns into ketchup or if it turns, because if it doesn't just turn to ketchup and it fucking stays a slice, don't fucking eat that shit. I think, right? That seems like sound advice, I feel like. I don't know. Anyway, so let's move on to things that don't fucking make sense. I don't even know how to begin to tell y'all this. Like, so 2 years ago, in 2018, a kid, Gregory Ramos, was 15 years old. He was having an argument with his mother about getting a D in a class, right? So obviously, like no mom wants like their kid to get a fucking D, right? Like that's just not conducive to the things that you want for your kid, just because it's gonna make things harder, right? So that or if they know it and they're not applying themselves, that makes it even worse, like, right? So it's just like I could obviously understand like a mom like being upset about that. Like I totally get that, right? Like I get that. You can get that. You understand that. They get into an argument that turns physical. And this little nigga chokes her to death. And it's again 2 years ago, okay? So important to remember that. He chokes her chokes her to death. I was gonna say in her neck, but obviously, like, gross to you choke people. Anyway, so you just see that? My eyelashes just got stuck together. That's crazy. Anyway, so Gregory Ramos, he admitted to killing his mother, admitted to burying her body under a church fire pit, and then he has been recently sentenced to 45 years in prison. over a D, my guy. Like, that's a simple, like, do a little work over the weekend. Ask your teacher if you can make some stuff up, if you can turn some stuff in late. Like, what is with the fucking, what is with white people or white kids and their fucking tempers? Like, it's just too much. Like, not over a D. Like, she didn't like catch you like doing something like weird or degenerate, like, and so you got like embarrassed and you didn't like, you just like reacted. She didn't do anything like that. Like, she simply approached you like anybody would about a D, because like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, and this was 2 years ago, so we're not talking about homeschool. I mean, we're not talking about fucking was fucking homeschool. We're not talking about now. We're not talking about in the fucking pandemic. We're talking about when niggas could go to class and ask questions and do all that other stuff. And he was just choosing not to, like, whatever. So he pleads guilty back in December to first-degree murder, abuse of a body, and tampering with evidence. More recently, this month is when he was sentenced to 45 years in prison. They basically, obviously, tried him as an adult. They will review his sentence after 25, and he will be on the probation for the rest of his life if he ever gets out. Could you imagine? Like, for the rest of your life. Like, low key, you could just keep me in there, I think. Like, but he never said that he didn't do it. He apparently, per his lawyer, his public defender, he is remorseful. He regrets his actions. But so let me break down to what he thought was going to happen. He thought that he could call 911, say that his house got robbed, his mom is missing, and that would be it. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. But he definitely initially called 911 after getting home from school. This was in November of 2018. When police arrived, he told them that he came home to discover the house looked like it was robbed, and his mother was gone, but her van was still outside. So the van's still outside. There's the keys are still in the van. The van is still running. Okay. He ended up, obviously, after being interrogated, changed his story, saying that they fought over the grade. And during the altercation, he strangled her. He said it took 30 minutes to kill her. Like, if it takes you 30 minutes to strangle somebody, bro, that's not your form of murder, and you've got to find something else. Like, move on or apologize. Like, right? Like, like 30 minutes? Like, 30 minutes and you still mad about this? Like, how often are you still super upset about well, I mean, I guess, I don't know. Like, what was like, I don't understand. I don't understand what was going through his head when he did this. Like, I can't fathom it. But anyway, he took 30 minutes and he still didn't change his mind. He then, after that, he called his two friends to help him cover up the killing, basically. So his friends have also been charged as adults with being accessories after the fact to a capital felony. And they've both not pleaded guilty. He, during his sentencing, told everybody he was sorry. He didn't make any excuses for himself. His grandmother, who's 84 years old, first time that she's seen him since he was put in jail, like all the way 2 years ago. And she, prayed for him and told him that she would always be there for him. And he's going to be in prison in Florida. Like, but I don't, is it because I'm not 84 yet? Like, at what age do you just start forgiving people? Because I don't know that I'll ever be at that. Like, if y'all, I'm telling y'all this right now, and I'm putting on fucking record. If my son strangles me to death, guys, don't tell him that y'all still love him and care about him. I'm serious, though. Don't fucking tell him that. Because what the fuck you strangled me for 30 minutes for? Like, y'all better not. I'm telling y'all right now, whoever's watching, mom, if you're watching this, I'm talking to you too. If I get strangled by my kid, I better not be telling this nigga that y'all gonna write him and send him comments here. You sent him nothing. Rude. But maybe, I mean, like, honestly, I think about that all the time though, when like people like go to like sentencing and then like, you know, like they're the victim's family, and they're always like, well, you know, I forgive you. Like, I don't know what level of life that is, but I never foresee myself being there. Like, not for stuff like this. Like, you can forgive petty shit, like, cool, but like this, while the reason is petty, this is not the petty shit that I'm talking about. Like, but I don't know. But I'm telling y'all right now, if this little nigga kill me, y'all better not show no love. No love. Like August Alsina. And that's on Red Riding. I can't talk. Red Riding Hood, Snow White, the Seven Dwarfs, the kids upstairs. That's on everything. All right, let's move on. So, speaking of getting yourself into situations that get you fucked up. And this is where I started with this, right? Because I was like, damn, a face mask that amplifies your voice. Imagine how many Karens are going to get what's coming to them. Or like people that have been muttering under masks, and I know you've heard them, or maybe you're one of them. Like if you have something that amplifies your voice and has like a mic inside, good luck stopping that altercation. But like, but then I like looked into it and it's dope as fuck. And maybe I want one too. Me and Karen will be matching. But anyway, Razor, who is a company, not like the scooters, I don't think. I think that's ZOR. This is ZER. But they are a tech company that makes like computer and gaming accessories. And they are, since the pandemic has happened, they've actually converted a couple of their like manufacturing places, and basically they're just making like masks. Like, and I think they even in Singapore, they have vending machines for free disposable masks. Like, so they're like really like engulfing themselves in like this like mask culture, like, which I guess, you know, that's the culture that we're in here. Anyway, this is a mask that's a concept right now, so it's nothing that you can buy, but it's dope. Let me tell you guys about it. It includes the N95 medical grade respirator. It has detachable and rechargeable ventilators, and airflow regulators, right? So like you're getting like the best air, like you're not smelling your fucking coffee breath 3 hours later. Like that shit is like, you feel me? But anyway, so, oh, if you guys are just listening, I'm moving my hands in the way that air reproduces and recycles and gets filtrated in the air filtration system. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's what I'm doing with my fingers. Anyway, so the ventilators, you can recharge them and they can be sanitized by putting them inside a wireless charging box that the fucking mask comes with. Your fucking mask is going to come with a charger, and it also sanitizes with UV lights. Let's see. So it's waterproof. It's going to be scratch resistant, and it's basically made from, it's completely made from recyclable plastics. So furthermore, like killing the environmental impact, right? Like, okay, cool. So the mask is going to be transparent so that people can see the wearer's face. And then there's lights inside of the mask that'll activate automatically in the dark. There's a microphone. Why did I say it like that? Like, where am I from? Anyway, there's a mic and an amplifier inside to enhance any muffled speech. And then wearers can customize their looks by activating 2 lighting zones with a choice of 16.8 million colors and a variety of dynamic lighting effects. So you can basically have a fucking party on your mouth, and niggas can also hear what the fuck you're talking about. They don't have a release date, but I think this shit looks amazing. Like, it looks fun. It looks great. Like, and I don't really super love those like hazmat-y like masks, but like this one, it looks dope. Here's the thing though, you know it's gonna be $899. We'll see though. If it comes out, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. All right. So here's some shit I didn't want to see. Like I just every now and then, not every now and then, every fucking day, Florida ceases to never amaze you, your mama, and your auntie too. Like Casey Anthony. Do I have to tell anybody who that is? I mean, the court say she's not a murderer and that she's just a liar, but I think she's a murderer and a liar. But what do I know? For people who don't know, Casey Anthony was in a trial that was like high profile as fuck. Back when headline news used to show the trials and shit, like that shit was crazy. Like everybody was watching it. She was on, people was talking about her, or fucking Nancy Grace was talking about her. You know, when Nancy Grace talking about you, you ain't shit. When Nancy Grace gotta yell at you and talk like this and say, where's your child? And blah, like that. When she get, listen, when that blonde hair get the flip flopping and like, nigga, she is mad at you. So Casey was all, I have to be honest, like I am guilty of definitely getting my fucking Casey hatred from fucking Nancy Grace. Like, listen, Nancy was not playing around with Casey. She was like, look, y'all can lock up everybody. Y'all can lock up the mama, the daddy. Y'all can lock up whoever fuck y'all want to. But I know this raggedy bitch better not fucking walk. And that's exactly, well, she went to jail for being a liar. Like don't lie to us. Like, but like, what is she lying about? Murder. But anyway, that's not why we're here. So anyway, this allegedly non-murdering bitch, it has started a PI firm, private investigation for guys who aren't hip on Dick Tracy slang. So Casey Anthony's opened up a private investigation company in West Palm Beach. I just don't. Why? What is she going to investigate? And is it really an investigation? Like, or are you just going to, I just don't trust her, y'all. Why would you trust her? I just feel like she's either going to be hiding evidence for people or she's just not, like, I just don't. And here's the thing. I know you guys are like, wait, maybe she's trying something new. Okay, like, yeah, maybe she is. She tried photography back in 2015, but it only lasted 3 years and she dissolved the business in 2018 because nobody wants their picture fucking taken by a murderer. Not really. Like nah. Anyway, so basically, it's called Case Research and Consulting Services. They registered this as an LLC. Oh, I did say they, right? So y'all ready? Because you guys know that she's not a fucking private investigator, and you can't like say you're gonna start a PI fucking if you don't have all of the necessary requirements to be that. So she doesn't possess a license in Florida or anywhere. And in order to possess one, you would have to have 2 years of investigative work experience. So that would be like security or like stuff like that. Or I don't know, like what else could you fucking be investigating if you're not a fucking like cop or something? Anyway, passing a background check and then passing a state examination. So she hasn't done that, probably because that background check gonna come back a little bit of funny money. And yeah, and I don't know. I feel like a state examination, like, are they gonna check her fucking sanity though? Like, I think something's wrong with her. And I don't even want to have the conversation about maybe she didn't kill that little girl. She killed that little girl. I don't care. And I will stand by that. Also, John Bonet's brother killed her. But listen, that's not what I'm here for. Like, y'all know me and these fucking murdery ass fucking mysteries. Like, I don't know. But anyway, starting a fucking PI firm. Here's the thing, because like I said they, right? And you're like, who else could she be with? If she can't have a PI license, how can she be doing this? Well, what's the guy's name? Hold on. Something McKenna. Patrick McKenna. He was the lead private investigator for Anthony's defense team in the 2011 trial. And we're talking about the same people that tried to say that her father was abusive to her and all this stuff like that when they were trying to deflect from the part where they have found like blood and like weird stuff and like weird smelling stuff in her trunk and stuff. Like, see, I don't know, like smelling stuff that like gets rid of bodies and like weird stuff like that. You know, I don't know, whatever. But anyway, they were finding things like that in the trunk. And so when that starts to happen, that's when it's like, oh, well, let me fucking tear down my fucking parents' character. Because at this point in the fucking case back then, I think it was in 2008. Back at that point in the case, the parents were like, because at first they were like, yeah, Casey wouldn't do that. But then as things started to like happen and Casey started to like show who the fuck Casey was, like her parents were like, well, if she did it, I mean, we just trying to get the kid, like we just want the kid to be okay. Like, and so at that point, she just decided to tear them down because they weren't really as concerned about her as they were about her daughter, which is the problem. But again, that's not what I'm here for. Sorry, I just keep getting tied into this because I cannot believe this bitch. Anyway, I just don't know that she's going to be. Oh, so anyway, Patrick McKenna. He's the lead private investigator for her defense team back in 2011. And they apparently lived together. And so now I'm interested because, like, how long were they living together? And did that have something to do with why he was on her defense team? Like, I have so many questions here. But anyway, they used to live together. I don't think that they live together now, but the LLC is listed under like a physical address, like a house. So maybe they both lived there together. Isn't that weird? I think that's weird. I don't know. I mean, I guess some people like, I guess during your defense you can fall in love or whatever the fuck, but I don't know. That sounds weird. But they don't ever say that they're together, but I think it's weird that they be living with each other and weird shit like that. And she's like super unstable. Anyway, that's none of my business. The documents are online if y'all want to see them. But basically, it's just her stating that her name is on a whole bunch of shit for this LLC. That's basically it. So, is what I say to that. Like, Florida, y'all just be really doing anything. Anyway, let's move on to some things that happened in Virginia. A man, a peeping Tom, if you will. He's been charged after police say that he fell through the ceiling of a woman's locker room in a gym in Virginia. If anybody's in Virginia, this is One Life Fitness at 315 Garrisonville Road. So maybe protect your neck and your titties and butt, I guess. Like, but anyway, so the suspect, his name, and we're gonna play a game, okay? And really, it's super easy. I just want you to guess what he looks like, and I'll let y'all do what y'all will with that. His name is Brian Anthony Joe. So we've got 3 first names. I really want y'all to think about this, okay? 3 first names. I'm not sure if I ever said it on the show, but I'll just say it for good measure. Never trust a person with 2 first names. For you to have 3, I can believe he's a peeping Tom. That's the point I'm trying to make here. So, Brian Anthony Joe. This definitely sounds like 3 people off the eliminate skirts fucking thing. Anyway, he is one person. He's 41. He was in the ceiling and then he fell on top of a lady. Could you imagine? No, really. Could you imagine? You're just like in the gym, chilling or whatever. Well, not in the gym, chilling. Like you're in the locker room or whatever. Or they didn't even say if he was in the locker room. Did he? Yes, locker room. I said that. Oh my God, stop. Anyway, so imagine I don't know, you're like lotioning your body up after your shower or whatever. and then a man just like falls on your naked body and just like with like ceiling debris and like probably sweat because I'm sure it's hot up there. So Brian Anthony Joe, is he black or is he white? If you said black, you're right. I was not expecting that. When I was reading up on this, I was like, oh, okay, Brian Anthony Joe, hella white, I'm sure. And I scrolled down, and it is a nigga. A nigga that looks like he doesn't really need to be peeping on anybody. Like maybe if he would have just been in the gym, like he would have probably gotten to like talk to somebody. Nah, maybe not for me, but somebody, right? But he fell, and then he was cornered by bitches at the gym, and then some girls got like some dudes, and they came in and basically like cornered him off until the cops came. He fell about 10 feet, which he could have fucked himself up, but luckily he landed on that bitch. Okay, so he's been charged with burglary. I don't even know how we got there. 3 counts of peeping or spying into a building and vandalism. And I feel like they got him on vandalism because he broke the ceiling, but I feel like he wasn't trying to break the ceiling. Also, I have so many questions. How long was he up there? Does he come there often? Did he live up there? Did he like fucking like crawl, like army crawl, like to other like parts of the fucking locker room? Was he equal opportunity peeping? I have so many questions. I don't think that I'm gonna get them answered, but I'm just letting y'all know I got questions. All right, so speaking of questions, I just told y'all about how if my son kills me, y'all better not show him no love. But if a cop pepper sprayed my daughter, I would fucking lose my shit. I'm talking about that shit that happened like a month ago in Rochester, where that 9-year-old girl was pepper sprayed and handcuffed by the police when she ran out of the house because her parents were having an argument. We can take the time to talk about how her home life may not have been ideal at that moment. We could go and talk about how maybe it might have been too easy for her to walk up out the house, but she's 9. She's not a baby. We could talk about all that stuff, but I don't know that any of it justifies doing that to a 9-year-old. Her mother has notified the city and the police department that she's intending to sue. And I don't fucking blame her. The claim states that she's going to seek damages due to mental anguish and psychological and emotional distress and trauma, physical injury, and substantial pain, as well as coverage for any required medical treatments and mental health care. As I told y'all, she ran out the house because her mother and her stepfather were arguing. When she ran out, the cops grabbed her. And I don't know if it was immediate. They don't really say too much about the time frame from her leaving the house and when this happened. But when the parents realized and they went outside, they tried to take their kid, and the cops wouldn't let them. No 9-year-old kid should have been handcuffed. Especially like if you didn't like see them committing a crime, specifically that, right? Like if you see a 9-year-old murder like somebody, cuff that motherfucker up, like It's a badass kid. Like, but I don't think that any 9-year-old should be handcuffed. I don't necessarily think that a 9-year-old should be fucking pepper sprayed. I, it's just like they put that badge on and they really like neglect to like remember that like we're human beings. This is a 9-year-old little girl crying out for her dad from the people that are supposed to be protecting her. They had an opportunity to take that moment and see that the girl, what was happening, and to take that moment and maybe even reprimanded the parents. It happens. I just don't know how we got here. One of the officers involved has been suspended. 2 were placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of all the internal investigation. 2 body cameras show the officers restraining the child, putting her in handcuffs, attempting to get her in the back of the car. She's crying. She's calling for her father. At one point, one of the officers says, "You're acting like a child." To which she responds, she didn't say fucking, but I am a child. Then there is a female officer talking to the girl later. And she says, "This is your last chance. Otherwise, pepper spray is going in your eyeballs." About a minute later, another officer is heard saying, "Just spray her at this point." The female officer is seen shaking the can, and appears that it appears to be pepper spray. It's fucking pepper spray, and the child was still crying for her dad while this was happening. And then all of a sudden, I don't think that we have the rest of it for some reason. Or I didn't see it at least. But you're acting like a child to a 9-year-old, threatening a kid with, I think pepper spray is lethal to a 9-year-old. I just can't imagine how she felt. It's upsetting as fuck. It's just like, at no point do they think that we need protecting. Like, at no point. At no point. Not when we're babies in the womb. Not when they're 9-year-old kids. Not when they're 14-year-old boys. Not when they're 18 or 19-year-old dads. Like, at no point do they give a fuck about us. And I don't blame her mother at all. At all. It's just like nothing was happening besides her naturally being upset at what's happening and just not wanting to have that, because that's not why she went out there. Essentially, she could have went out there for help, to help her mother, or shit, help her stepfather. Like, I just don't know how we got here. I'm glad that she's suing. I hope that she gets everything that she wants, specifically that taking care of any like mental health costs. Absolutely. Because like, how does she sleep at night now? How does she feel when she sees a cop car now? As if you already get a lump in your throat for being black and seeing a cop. That's just a natural reaction almost. I don't know. Well, I'm glad that she's suing, and like I said, I hope she gets everything she deserves. Everything. And I hope that they get everything they deserve too. For sure. All right, guys, that's it. It's time for the one up for the week. Honestly, just Man, stay safe out here. That's really it. And that still means Corona, guys. Like, I know y'all think it's gone and shit. And Lil Baby putting his fucking verse, whatever happened to it. Like, just stay safe out here. Hug your babies. And I'll see you in a minute. Okay, bye.